Hey, welcome back, folks. Thank you for checking back in. Didn't do any filming this weekend on mini bike building anyway. We went racing. You may have ever heard of ROT. It's what they call the ROT Rally, Texas Motorcycle Rally, Texas. Anyway, big hog chapter motorcycle rally. Anyway, we were down there hanging out with these cool bunch of guys. Got to share the track with them. They had a big, huge half-mile flat track. Oh man, it was awesome. They built us a what they call a TT track, so we got to use some of the infield and then shared the big oval with them. So we got to go down there and rip it, and man, it was a great time. All the Demon City mini bike boys and girls were there. All my brothers from North Texas mini bikes, they were all there. Albert and his group, a couple guys we were getting down. Had a few accidents, you know, because we don't play. One of my sister riders, Steph, she went down, took it pretty hard. She ended up going to the hospital, got one of the fancy ambulance rides. So keep you in my prayers, girlfriend. Hope you get to feeling better. Brother Chad, he went down in the same corner, broke a collarbone. So that being said, when we get on mini bikes, we don't play. It's we roll. But anyway, we had an awesome time down there. Great group of folks to hang out with down there at the Texas ROT Rally. But anyway, so we'll shoot you some videos and pictures of that. And meantime, I did video some of, y'all probably seen it, of my old stock bike. I said I was gonna bring it out of retirement. Well, I was kind of in a hurry getting things ready to go for the race, so I didn't get to film putting it together. But I do have it together. I took it down there, and she did really good. So here's what this jewel turned out to be. Not bad for a bone stock. Governor is intact, just a jetted and a header pipe. That's all you can run. Air cleaner in this class. Do have a torque converter on it. So anyway, you like the splatter paint job? I painted it in charcoal gray, and then the wife come out here and slung paint all over it. So pretty cool. It turned out all right. Got one of them fancy Azusa wheels, or Astro wheels, I say. Go Power Sports. Anyway, my stock class bike is back out of retirement, and she did great this weekend. Pretty cool. So anyway, so now I'm going to try and get a few things done this afternoon on the Motovox. So I got it sitting on the table. We'll take a look at it and see. Lighting kind of sucks in here because it's not out in the sun. But anyway, maybe we'll take a piece out there. But what do you think about that? Didn't turn out too bad. Of course, like I said, I'm not a body man, so should have took a little bit more time trying to get some of the body work smooth, but it'll work. But anyway, let's take this out here in the sun, and I'll show you what we're working with so we can find a sunny spot. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's see what kind of match we got going on. Yep. Yep, pretty close, candy red. That's right, fellas. Y'all seen it here. I do go get my toes done. That's right. They have a huge variety of colors at a place where you go get your toes and your nails done. Wife hounded me for a long time. It's like, I'm gonna go get my toes done. You ought to go with me. And I'm like, I don't need nobody washing and rubbing on my feet. I can take care of my own feet. So she talked me into it one time. And I said, fine, I'll go, whatever. Let me tell you, fellas, after going, let me tell you one thing. I'm in a pair of hard, heavy, hot steel toe boots for at least 12 to 16 hours a day. When I get home, first thing I would do is kick those things in the trash. So, that being said, you want to go get your toes done? The wife says, hey, let's go get our toes done. I'm already in the truck with the air conditioning on, waiting on her honking the horn. Let's go. Because when you get out of that place, you're walking on clouds, let me tell you. The hot stones that they rub on there, I fall asleep every time. So anyway, yeah, you might laugh and say, this guy goes and gets his toes done. I sure do, every chance I get. Anyway, but they have a variety of colors you can pick from. So you can sit there and get your toes done and say, man, that color would look pretty good on a mini bike. I think I'm gonna paint the mini bike candy apple red. So there you go, that's how it happens. That's how I do it anyway. But yeah, fellas, you're in steel toe boots all day like I am on your feet. Yeah, go get your toes done, let me tell you. And better off, it's something the wife will want to do, and then it's awesome. So anyway, let's see if we can't get some of this bike here thrown together, or at least the motor part. So, hang tight, folks. All right. I'm leaving the fan on, so I got to talk louder because I'm not turning the fan off because it's hot as all get out in here. What is it? It's almost 100 degrees. Too hot. Where's red spray grease? All right, let's put this jewel together. It's got enough grease in it. Voila, we're going to use some red and black pull rope. It's pretty good stuff. All right, let's take a towel, dump all these parts out. I don't know what's in this bag. There's the pull rope handle. Dun, dun. Don't need that. Do need that. Spray a little off. God, where did I just did it? Right here. A little bit here, a little bit right there for the dogs to ride on. All right, this one has a notch, so we can go ahead and put everything together in this rascal. Spring. Need a 10. Need a 10. All right. Already got the end of this burnt. So we're just going to wind it up. There's my hole. And we'll back it off a turn. Where's the deal? Right here. Let's put it right there. Throw me a quick loop in this. I'm tying it up. Round and around. There we go. Just through here. Right. Look at that, like butter. We're gonna call that good right there. Pull this out, throw me another loop. All right, where's the lighter at? Lighter. Here's one. All right. This here. Get a little yank. Butter. All right. Now let's set that right there and put this here jewel together. Now I've never done one of these, but we're fixing to figure it out. This is the hardware that they give you for it. This is the ring that goes on the back, because basically you have to assemble your starter to this before you put it on the fan shroud on, I do believe. So, and I do know that you have some of these holes are threaded, and some of them are just drilled to go into the little standoffs or studs, whatever you want to call them. We'll just call them standoffs. So you need to line this up where you're using the threaded ones, depending on where you want your deal. So let's just lay this in here like so. That fits tight. Should be about right. And I clock mine, so we got a hole here. That should go there and there, I do believe. Yep, it's about right. Let's see, is this going to be a threaded hole? It is a threaded hole. Cool, not much to it. Just squish this on here. So if you're going to put one of these on and paint your bike, I wish I'd have painted it red, but I didn't think about it. But it's going black, so whatever. But we're going to use, you could use these. It does come with the screws. Actually, it looks like it comes with more than what you normally put in one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws in here. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Anyway, but I'm going to use some different screws because I found some cool ones. These are little Allen head, or button head. I call them button head, stainless steel ones. So we're going to use these because they look pretty. All right, this is going to go, let's say, right there and right there. Wow. You can put multiple screws in here. Right there. We'll just put one in every hole. I guess that's why they give you extra screws. It's mighty nice. And if you don't use all of them, you'll have extra ones in case you lose one. So we're going to try one of these new covers out. I've talked to some buddies, and they sent me pictures of some stuff that they've done. Hung their whole mini bike from the pull assembly, the whole bike, up for one of these. So it's pretty heavy duty plastic. And if you use any of their Go Power Sports torque converter covers that are clear like this, I have one on let's see, a couple bikes, and I have not had any problem with them. Now, I would not suggest when you put one of these on using, you know, don't use the impact driver when you put one on. Obviously, I mean, you could sit there and torque it down and crack it. But that's, you know, to me, that's just a little common sense. Just use a hand tool, use your hand ratchet. That way you can feel when it snugs down. But that already looks sexy. Man, I'm gonna have to put a sticker on it. Anyway, so let me grab the motor and see which one of my daughters is texting me now. And we'll get back and try and get some of this motor put back together. Okay, let's see if we can throw a few things in this motor and get it knocked out. I'm going to use the same little button head screws that I did on the fan shroud for all the tins and whatnot on this motor. So let's set these right here, get this one out. And we are going to go ahead and use this piece here. This is the factory piece that is already on the motor. So I went ahead and painted it. That way it helps fill in this back area to keep your airflow, I guess, what you could call it, on the motor. So anyway, we're going to reuse it. Put this back on here. Hold it right there. All right, I like that. Let's get this tape off. Just can pull this off here. All right, let's grab the pretty flywheel. All right, need a cup. Nut. All right, torque wrench. Yep. Torqued. Good deal. We'll leave that on there. All right, let's set it right here and get the coil put on. Where's my MSD coil? Oh, there she is right there. Let's go ahead and run the wire. Where did I put it at? It's right here. And I already got I trimmed all some of the crap off and just soldered and heat shrink this so it looks cleaner. Clips on the back side. Clip this right here. Figure might as well paint the coil since you got a clear fan shroud. You got to be able to see the coil. Can't have an ugly one in there. Eight millimeter. Let me get let's get an extension. I just run these down and get them kind of snug. Or actually, I snugged the bottom a little bit, leave the top one kind of loose. Clean my feeder gauge off. God, this table's a mess. Let's go 35. I'll sit it right here. Let that sit. Probably help if I had the ratchet on the socket, huh? This right here. Right at the top. Then I just snug that one a little bit. Come down here to the bottom. Which is pretty close already. Double check them. I like it. And we'll roll it through one time, make sure everything jives. Yep. Route this wire. Right through here. Right through there. Then we'll clip that later after we get the fan shroud on. Let's get this bottom 10 on it. God, everything's got dusty. All right. Now, let's see how this rascal fits. It's pretty dang good. Now, these screws might be a little bit longer. Let's see how much longer they are. They're about the same. Now this one, I'm gonna have to go, when you put your kill switch in, you gotta make sure you ground it, because this wire doesn't go directly to the coil. So this has to be grounded, because some of them actually have a little brass tab that when you insert it into the fan shroud, it will actually ground it. This particular kill switch does not, so that's why it has the extra ground wire. So you need to make sure this gets grounded. So it really needs to go back here behind, so it touches against the block. We might just put it in a different hole. We'll go behind it. I think it'll be fine. All right. Insert the kill switch. I think this will be okay if we run the wire right behind it. We'll give it a try. Look at that. Pretty sharp. Now I just got to keep it all clean. Looks pretty cool. All right, let me get this out of the way and see if we can get some of the front end put on the bike. All right, let's see if we can't get this front end slapped together. Ready. All right, put these somewhere. I end up knocking them off on the floor. I'll put that right there. This one right here. Nice. All right. This is a front end that I had, and somebody kind of egg shaped this out. So I just made some bronze bushings to help fix that problem. Just like so. Just go in here. Like that. This is gonna be too long, but we'll cut that off. We ain't worried about it. This is gonna go in here. Just like so. Well, we just put this and we'll put a lock nut on it later after I cut this off. That's too long. We're just gonna mock everything up. All right. Guess it really matters. Oh, let's get some Loctite. Crap's everywhere. Throw it on the floor. All right. Let's pull this out and put a dab of Loctite on it first. I'm using red because it matches the bike. Oh, that come out there quick. I think that went that way. We'll say it does. Another little dab. I don't know if these clamps went in the front or the back. That looks kind of goofy. Let's take it back off. God almighty. Oh. I think this went a different direction. Let's try it. They can make a difference. Looks better that way. So we're gonna put it on this way. Snug that up. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, so I can get them tight without tearing the paint up. Look at that. Put the lid back on this crap. Sit that right there. All right, now we can put the Allen bolts in there, get that tight. Maybe throw a front wheel on it. Let's see, what is this? 6, 8. Maybe it's a 6. It's a 6, folks. Let's go ahead and get them all started, and then we'll tighten them down. And I still got to figure out what I'm going to do for my chain tensioner, since I got to throw that on the floor. God, come here. Where'd you go? Other side. What was I saying? Oh, my chain tensioner. Since I already had that, I had another plan lined out for a chain tensioner, but since I got a fancy wheel from Proton cart, I got to get that put on. So I got to rig something up there to make that work. So still got to figure that part out, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Nice. All right. Get this out of the way. We're just gonna put this right here for now, because that's a nut I'm gonna use after I cut that off. Let me see if I can find a front wheel and if I have spacers for it. All right. God, it's already gotten dusty. Cleaned these up and repainted them. Gave them a little polishing, but now they're all covered in dust, but be all right. I'll make it work. All right, my spacers are already on it. Wipe some of the dust off. We'll give it a good cleaning and bath once we get it all put together. Let's see. Spacer. Wheel, spacer. Does it matter which way this goes? All right. I think I found what we need. I was digging through some stuff and found these pretty aluminum spacers. I have no idea what they are. I think there's something to go on a Harley because they were in my Harley box. Anyway, so now they're mini bike spacers. Cool. All right, so let's back this out a little bit. Without scratching it. All right, sit right there. And I have a washer kit with these aluminum deals. So we're gonna put one of these. Let's put it on the inside so it spaces out against the bearing. How about that? Yeah. Roll this up here. Same thing on this side. We're gonna put this small spacer there. Put the aluminum one in here. Like a glove. Or close enough for government work. Let's tighten it down, see what it looks like. We got a 14 and a 19. Probably could have used one more in there, but I think this will be fine. Oh, I need to put a deal on the outside. Put this right here so I don't scratch paint all up. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's see how it rolls. I like it. Still need to cut this off, but we'll worry about that in a minute. All right, let's see what else we can get done. We'll put these somewhere and put these back. All right, break time.